Hey, how y'all doing, baby? It's Monday. It's time to get the ball rolling again. We got a whole nother week to go. Ain't no telling what kind of shit's gonna happen this week. But we can sure bet there's gonna be something. Anyway, before I get started, I got mail, baby. I was gone about a week or so without mail. I was getting plumb heartbroken. I got mail from Mary Ann McLaughlin from Royal Oak, Michigan. This is the May edition of Marianne's life, and Mama and I love to get Marianne's letters. She writes a whole month, and then she sends it to us. So we get to recap all the news events that were going on in May, and little stories of her life. And Marianne, we love getting your letters, baby. Don't stop. We love the way we get them, and the story continues. And I want to thank you very much. She included a little donation in there, and we appreciate that. So, Marianne, thank you very much, baby. I was expecting your letter. I really was. I was thinking we should be. And I also got a letter from Paulette Hallbeck from Plano, Illinois. And Paulette is our mystery woman. I don't know where she is. I can't find her on social media. But Paulette is a big supporter, one of our biggest monthly supporters, and she indeed does that every month, and we appreciate it. She included a little rant, and I wanted to include it in today's little thing. It says, if a deity is your cup of tea, respect must be paid to the three omnis. One, all-powerful creator of all. That's the number one thing you have to respect. The number two is ever-present knowing in every thought, word, and deed. Knowing he sees, hears everything. Even what you're thinking in your head. If he's the all-powerful God, of course he would. He'd know everything that was going on about everything. And number three, knows what you need before you do. Because, he's got a plan. He's got it all laid out there, baby. So, hey, he knows what you need before you know you need it. What is there to fear? Only humans who think that they are a deity. That's what she's saying. Those are the only ones that have to fear. It's those that think they are. Because if you believe in a deity, well, then it's an all-powerful. He knows everything about it. You can't hide shit. And there's a lot of people that need to hide their shit. She says, I am an evolutionary humanist. To me, nothing else makes sense. Love and stuff, Paulette. And Paulette Hallbeck, baby, I agree with you 100%. I'm an evolutionist myself. I was just recently asked during the house move out here by the driver, Rudy. He pointed to a tree I have out in my yard out there. He said, John, what kind of tree is that? I said, well, Rudy, that's a kapok tree, and I have two of them on my property. One over here, thank goodness it's on my side of the property line. And then I have another one planted over here by the little house we have. And the kapok tree, if you look it up, it's a very dangerous tree to have around, especially if there's kids or animals involved. Keep them away from it because it's a tree that is grown and it has large thorns on it, large spikes all up the trunk. So if you grow one, you have to kind of like put a fence around it so nobody accidentally walks over there and falls into it because you would get hurt real bad. And I like that tree because it is a demonstration of evolution. It's like that way to keep dinosaurs from eating it. Oh, I don't want to bite that one. It get caught in my roof of the mouth and all that stuff. That's why that tree is there. And to me, that's like evolution, baby. You can see it right there in that plant. And it evolved that way for a reason. And I think we evolved for a reason. But we're not evolving fast enough. Either that or we need to turn around ever since this idiot got in our house. Feel like, wham, we screwed up, turn around, go back. Look what we produced. But hey, don't worry about it. Today he got in his little airplane and he flew off to Camp David, babe. He's out at Camp David. Don't worry, I'm sure he's going to go to his golf club later and play a little golf. But he went up to Camp David to meet with John Bolton and Pompeo and all the whole crew up there. I guess they're going to try to discuss how to get Iran out of our ass because Donnie just put ourselves in a hell of a mess there, baby. There's a hell of a deal going on over in Iran. Tensions are high. One of our drones is shot down, and Donnie's fixing to launch an air attack on a station that's going to kill 150 Iranians. But he said, no, I'm a humanitarian guy, and I'm not going to do that, and blah, blah, blah. He came this close. We came that close to going to war with Iran for some ignorant reason, and there is no telling, because with this man, everything's an ignorant reason. He thinks he can handle Iran the same way he handled North Korea. You know, threaten them with fire and fury and all that shit. Be big bomb devastation. You know, you're all gonna get it if y'all screw with us. And then go for the diplo. Oh, we're all friends. Send me a love letter. Is that the thing now? He's out there saying, let's make Iran great again. Ain't that the same shit he's selling North Korea? Hey, we can make condos here on your beaches, North Korea. For Donnie, it's all about trying to make some stupid deal on some shit that he might profit from down the road. He's not messing with North Korea, baby. Iran's a whole different ball game over there, baby. They're ready to go to war with your ass. And we don't need that shit. We have enough wars. We've had enough wars. I'll believe it when you send Uday and Kusei, your two boys there, Donnie. Why don't you send them in to go sign up for the armed forces, baby? Because they could use the help over there. Them two boys, good and strong, yeah. Ain't gonna happen, baby. Your kid, different story, baby. Anyway, he wants Iran to call him, and you know, he had Steve Mnuchin up at the podium today calling out the sanctions that he put on their executive action today against specific Iranians to make them financially hurt, so he can put more maximum pressure on Iran, so maybe he'll get a love letter from the leader of Iran like he got from North Korea after he put maximum pressure on him. It's a ball of wax, baby. The Middle East could be set off with just a little mistake right now, baby. And the bumbling idiot that we have, he could do that in a heartbeat. That's why Congress right now is trying to pass a bill, Lord help we get it to the Senate, to take back the congressional power of the War Act. That Congress has to approve military action. Because I'm afraid of what Donnie's going to be able to do it. It's not going to like... Donnie thinks it'll be like Syria, you know, where the Russians said, hey, okay, look, there you go. You can blow up that little base over there. Boom, boom, boom. You blow it out. Okay, your people are happy. And the Russians can go, don't do that again. And we walked away. Because I think that was a little deal between Russia and Donnie to get Donnie's ass out of a sling. That's all that was. And don't worry, he'll meet up with Pootie here later on. Hey, did y'all see Mike Pence on Jake Tapper? On State of the Union with Jake Tapper? He kind of... I watched it, and you could see another bumbling idiot. I call Mike Pence the poser, because no matter what it is, baby, that pure white hair, that look, no matter what, he's got a stern look, a heartfelt look. He's got all the looks required to be a president. He's been dreaming of it his whole life. He's a disgusting little turd that needs to go out with the rest of the trash when we sweep out the White House. Anyway, he was on there, and Jake Tapper asked him, do you believe that human-induced climate emergency is a threat? Because the story's been coming out, you know, about the National Observatory, the NOAA, weather, our own institution. I can't remember the name of it right now. Anyway, including our Defense Department, has already said that climate change and climate emergencies are becoming a very big factor in the future. So that's what Jake was asking him about. Do you believe that? And he went into the whole haba shit. And proclaiming that, you know, the whole big thing here is that we don't increase the working people's electric bill. That's what they're trying to sell it on. We're gonna unleash the coal-fired plants because we don't want the common working man's electric bill to go. They don't give a shit about your electric bill. Are you kidding me, baby? This is about corporate making money. Go back to coal. It's cheaper to burn. You charge the same. When was the last time you seen a big reduction in your electric bill? Ain't happening, is it? Yeah, it's the same thing about a lot of shit. It goes up real quick when there's a problem, but you never see that drift back down to where it used to be. Because they got you up here, baby, paying that, and that's what you're used to. That's what you'll keep paying. And that's how that works. But habla, he said, well, we're going to follow the science. And when Jake Tapper pressed him on, well, the science says it's real and it's getting worse. By the way, I have it written down here that the 5 warmest years on record are since 2010, with 2016 being the warmest on record. And we ain't even hit this year yet. It's already burning up hot, baby. Are you shitting me? It's going to get hotter. And the storms are going to get bigger. And the wildfires are going to get larger because of the drought. And we're trying to do something and scream about it. And we have a president and a vice president who just believe, well, God did it and God will fix it, so don't worry about it. There's money to be made. That's what God told you to do. Make money. I guess that's what Mike Pence's God says anyway. I don't think Mike's going to be there too long because personally, there's a little story going on that Mike Pence might lose his job to Nikki Haley. Yeah, well, because, you know, that would look real good in 2020 if old Mike Pence was gone and Nikki Haley, a woman, the vice president, first vice president, you know, that would be tremendous. That would be a big draw there, Mike. Seems like Mike's days might be a little numbered. So Donnie said the other day, well, would you endorse him for president in 2024? Well, I don't know. Don't hold me to nothing. Just because he's my vice president doesn't mean I like the guy. No, because Mike Pence is a bumbling idiot, just like the president he serves. And then he was asked about the conditions at the Border Patrol stations holding all these migrant children. He was asked about the conditions. He said, why are these people like this? There's the news report that you won't even give them a toothbrush, bar soap, clean facilities. They're sitting in there. They had some young 14, 15-year-old mother holding her baby that was covered in mucus. Are you shitting me? That's what he was asked about, those conditions down there. And what did Mike Pence, Vice President of the United States and a very big Christian, have to say about those deplorable conditions going on in those those border facilities? Well, you know, it's Congress needs to fix this. Congress needs to step up and do something about that. Hey, Mike Pence, how about Donnie D? How about it? How about you step up and do something, you little scumbag? That's what they wanted. Oh, look, it's all Congress's fault over there. They're not playing the game that we want, baby. So they can sit and rot, Mike? Is that the deal? Is that what it is, Pence? That the kids can sit in there and rot until you get your deal? We've seen this before with the Trump administration. They're willing to play with the lives of people if it benefits them in some political way, whether it be on the border denying human care to kids or trying to deny voting rights up in North and South Dakota or somewhere. It doesn't matter. If they squash your ass, you're nothing. So maybe we ought to keep the immigrants, baby, and deport the Republicans because they've lost their way, baby. These migrants are probably closer to being American patriots than these assholes are. They've turned their back on the value of this country. What we had to offer is no longer, baby, it's being squashed into the ground by the Republicans. All the more important reason we have to take back our house. Because we can't wait while children suffer for this administration to do a damn thing about it. And it breaks all of our hearts to hear this kind of shit going on. We have the power to fix it, baby. It's within our voice. This whole debacle, it's dragging on, baby, because there's money to be made in this. Don't you think there's a whole lot of businesses out there that they show them in the news getting paid $700, $800 a head for each person they have in their custody? Well, hell, if you only spend $5 a day on 10 of them, kind of makes the profit margin there a little bit more understandable, doesn't it? There's money to be made with contracts in the government to get to house and to take care of all these people. And the less they have to spend on them, the more money they make. There's things coming, baby. We got debates coming up. This week, we're going to have all of our candidates debating up on the stage on Wednesday and Thursday night. And there's new ideas. Bernie just came out with a new one to cancel all student debt. $1.6 trillion in student debt. Think of that. That's how much people owe. They said there's some people that owe more on their student loan than they do on their mortgage. Yeah, that cost of an education kind of puts a damper on everything when you're having to pay that kind of a bill, baby. Education should be free all the way up through college because it's what society demands that you know now. You have to be this to advance into the future. You have to have a college degree. That's what you say. Well, let's give it to them. So, yeah, let's make those colleges. Elizabeth Warren's got a plan for everything. Beto O'Rourke came out with a plan, a war tax to help pay for veteran care. You want to know how we pay for veteran care? How about we take a whole lot of that money that we're paying defense contractors, and how about spending that on our veterans and on our servicemen that are on active duty right now? How about we do that with that money? Instead of paying some CEO of some defense contractor a $50 million a year salary. On your dime, baby. That's the way it works. That's what defense bill is. That's what the defense contracting thing is. Money, baby. And it's easy to get. 79 House Democrats are now in favor of an impeachment inquiry to start, and I think it needs to start el pronto, baby. Mighty soon. Let's do this shit. The more he does this crap, the closer we get to things like war because of his ignorance, because of his Twitter fingers. Anyway, July 20th, up at Rudy's Barbecue in San Antonio. That's where we're going to have our Blue Dot family meeting on a Saturday. Going to enjoy some barbecue, good conversation, and all that shit. I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope as many people as can possibly make it there can. And if you don't, well, we know you're there in spirit, baby, and we appreciate that all the better. But we want to thank every one of our Patreon members who support us every month, keeping the lights on, the internet on, and all that kind of shit, so we can keep this show going. Sorry I missed last Friday, baby, but we had a lot of prep for moving the building, and then afterwards it was just like, whew, that's too much to do. But I want to thank Mary Ann McLaughlin for the update on her life in the May edition, and Paulette Hallbeck for her generous donation that comes every month, baby. We love you so much. If I just knew where I could find you, it would be much enjoyed. But Paulette says that she enjoys being the mystery woman, so that's good. Everybody needs a little mystery in their life. But for all of those that support us and come in and talk on the family night, we'll be live tomorrow night. Come in on Discord, be a part of the conversation. It's always entertaining, if not informative. So come take your pick and get into it. So, hey, like, share, subscribe. John Brittleville, Blue Dot in Texas, baby. I'm proud to do this shit every day, and I'll keep doing it until we get his ass out. That's what this is all about. John Brittleville on Facebook, John Brittleville Speaks. Blue Dot family, go by there and say hello to the family. Join up, get in the conversation, and be a part of the Blue Dot family and all that kind of stuff. We enjoy it. On Twitter, at Blue Dot in Texas. Out my truck window, anywhere else, we can get this message going, baby. That's the main push. Keep this message going. We got to remove that orange piece of mold from our house before it destroys everything we ever wished for. Anyway, y'all take it easy. We'll see y'all later. Bye.